Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Amy, aka Funky Mama 0703, and we are entering the month of April, which of course is the celebration of Earth Day. Started, well, they say 50 years ago, and I don't remember it being such a big thing. I remember now. I don't know how many of y'all are viewers that I went to school with, but I remember being in 5th grade and having a contest in school where we all were supposed to bring plastic bags, plastic garbage bags, and we were going around as a class picking up garbage, and the class that collected the most garbage in weight got cake. I remember how much fun it was, and I wasn't really into with my class, but I felt really good about doing this with this bunch. So my class did win. I believe, was it 5th or 4th, because I had missed a spot. If anybody can remember, let me know. But it was fun. It was neat to be able to do. We went out. We spent about 2-3 hours wandering the neighborhoods. The younger kids couldn't leave the campus of the school, but the rest of us were able to kind of go around and pick up things from parks and from alongside the road, and we all just got together and picked up things. And I thought it was really cool that we were able to do that as a group, and I enjoyed that. So we are talking about Earth Day and the celebration of what we do. I work at a store that, I don't know if we're doing it this year because of that whole what going on around here, but we usually in the last couple of years have done a car seat pickup. What we do is we'll gather car seats. People can bring them in and get like 20% coupon for good for new car seats, strollers, high chairs, all this stuff. So it was really kind of a neat thing for us to do. We collect them. We're paired up with a company that actually disassembles the items, takes them apart, takes the metal out, takes the fabric off, and then it grinds up the plastic that is the car seat. Doesn't matter if they've been involved in accidents. Doesn't matter if they are if they're expired. Doesn't matter. They could be dirty as heck. As long as I'm not touching it, it's okay. And they grind down the plastic in the car seats, recycle everything else, or throw out, well, probably recycle. The fabric, I don't know what they do. They probably burn that just to get rid of it. But everything else, the metal can be recycled. I think that's aluminum, actually. And then there's the plastic. And they use the plastic for it in a post-consumer type things, like what is it, in benches and picnic tables and coolers and other things like that. So it's kind of neat to see something that we have done as a company, trying to make our world a better place. We recycle our hangers, we recycle plastic bags. A lot of bigger stores do that, so that's not a big thing, but it's kind of neat to be able to do that for our guests and to do good for the people that we deal with. And it makes me feel good to know that I work with a company that really has that idea of themselves globally, and that they are concerned about what goes on in the world. And I know as a whole, corporate America is not the greatest thing, but it's good to know that I work for a company that maybe has a little more insight. So I was thinking Earth Day, it's a good time for me to get copyright again from Prince EA. He has a couple really good videos that are based on man's impact on the earth. I know a number of people who don't really believe in, that we can destroy the earth or that we can hurt the earth and all that. Don't believe in global warming, don't believe in, the things going on our world, that type thing. So I would like to present Prince EA yet again, because I absolutely love that man. And he's going to be talking, this one is one about the next generations and how we're sorry for what we gave, or future generations, I'm sorry. I will play it. I will be in my little corner or side here, reacting as we go along, and then afterwards we will have a little discussion as to, I'll have a discussion about what it meant to me. So with much ado, I would like to, with no further ado actually, let's watch Prince EA, Dear Future Generations, I'm Sorry. It's touching, it really is. It's Prince at his best. And this is actually the first video that I saw of him that got me into what he can do. Here we go.
generations. I think I speak for the rest of us when I say, sorry. Sorry we left you with our mess of a planet. Sorry that we were too caught up in our own doings to do something. Sorry we listened to people who made excuses to do nothing. I hope you forgive us. We just didn't realize how special the earth was. Like a marriage gone wrong. We didn't know what we had until it was gone. For example, I'm guessing you probably know it as the Amazon desert, right? Well, believe it or not, it was once called the Amazon rainforest, and there were billions of trees there, all of them gorgeous, and... Oh, you don't know much about trees, do you? Well, let me tell you, trees are amazing. I mean, we literally breathe the air they are creating. They clean up our pollution, our carbon. They store and purify water, give us medicine that cures our diseases, food that feeds us, which is why I'm so sorry to tell you that we burned them down. Cut them down with brutal machines, horrific, at a rate of 40 football fields every minute. That's 50% of all the trees in the world gone in the last 100 years. Why? For this. And that wouldn't make me so sad if it weren't so many pictures of leaves on it. You know, when I was a child, I read how the Native Americans had such consideration for the planet that they felt responsible for how they left the land for the next 7 generations. Which brings me great sorrow, because most of us today don't even care about tomorrow. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we put profit above people, greed above need, the rule of gold above the golden rule. I'm sorry we use nature as a credit card with no spending limit, overdrafting animals to extinction, stealing your chance to ever see their uniqueness or become friends with them. Sorry we poison the ocean so much that you can't even swim in them. But most of all, I'm sorry about our mindset, because we had the nerve to call this destruction progress. Hey Fox News, if you don't think climate change is a threat, I dare you to interview the thousands of homeless people in Bangladesh. See, while you were in your penthouse nestled, their homes were literally washed away beneath their feet due to rising sea levels. And Sarah Palin, you said that you love the smell of fossil fuels. Well, I urge you to talk to the kids of Beijing who are forced to wear pollution masks just to go to school. See, you can ignore this, but the thing about truth is, it can be denied, not avoided. So I'm sorry, future generations. I'm sorry that our footprint became a sinkhole and not a garden. I'm sorry that we paid so much attention to ISIS and very little to how fast the ice is melting in the Arctic. I'm sorry we doomed you, and I'm sorry we couldn't find another planet in time to move to. You know what? Cut the beat. I'm not sorry. This future, I do not accept it. Because an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We can redirect this. How? Let me suggest that if a farmer sees a tree that is unhealthy, they don't look at the branches to diagnose it, they look at the root. So like that farmer, we must look at the root, and not to the branches of government, not to the politicians run by corporations. We are the root, we are the foundation, this generation. It is up to us to take care of this planet. It is our only home. We must globally warm our hearts and change the climate of our souls and realize that we are not apart from nature, we are a part of nature, and to betray nature is to betray us. To save nature is to save us, because whatever you're fighting for, racism or poverty, feminism, gay rights, or any type of equality, it won't matter in the least. Because if we don't all work together to save the environment, we will be equally extinct. So... Hey guys, for the past several weeks I've been here in Africa, the heart of Africa, witnessing the horrific destruction of the rainforest, which inspired me to write this piece. Why are forests being destroyed at such an enormous rate? For this. Today we live in a world where destroying trees makes you destruction is to stand for trees. By standing for trees, not only can you save the lives of trees, help forest communities, and protect the rights of animals to live in their homes, but you will also balance the amount of pollution that you yourself give off with your everyday activities, making you a part of the solution and not the problem. This is the option that I chose. But whatever way that you choose to stand for trees, do it. Because a wise man once said, when the rivers are all dried up and the trees cut down, man will then realize that he will not be able to eat money.
So folks, how'd that strike you? Like I said, that was the first Princey A video that I watched. That really hit me. And still gets me. I've watched it probably several times, probably about a dozen. And it still gets me to this day because I think about what we're leaving to our kids. Now, the Native Americans and their belief of the, they are stewards of the earth for the next 7 generations. For the 7th generation, where they're watching it for their great-great-great-great-grandchildren. And unfortunately, those of us with European birth believe that we own the land and that therefore we can do what we want to it because it's our land. And yes, in essence, if that's what you believe, that's truth. But we also have to remember that we're bigger than, or the earth is bigger than us. And there are things that we can do to hurt it. And unfortunately, our society has done a lot to hurt it. We have, cut down trees at an enormous rate. Although things have slowed down quite a bit with poisoning of the water still is disgusting. I mean, I think back in my mom's day when they just let runoff go right into the water, they had the sewers going right into the lake. They didn't care about what was getting in there. And because of that, now we're dealing with that, and even now we have issues where we're not as ecological as we should be. Ecology is not something that is a, once a month or 1 month out of the year thing. This is something we should be living. And I challenge you guys to live like I do. Now, my sister went to school for natural resources, National Resource Management, and she was one of the main people that got me into doing recycling like crazy. Everything. I recycle everything, basically. Whatever I can, I do. Except for that which I keep for like crafting and that type thing. But I do believe in recycle, reusing, the whole pyramid there, because I do believe I want to recycle, I want to reuse, and I want to repurpose, and I want to be able to put back. I don't want my carbon footprint to be too big. Now, I remember there's an episode of Adam Ruins Everything, which is on, I can't even think, I think like Discovery Network or something like that. And one of the things he is talking about was our carbon footprint, how we individually cannot save the earth. But I believe that it takes one person to make that move and then show another person and show another. And eventually, maybe we can get people to change their ways. If not, I at least know that I'm living the most ecological life that I can. I try to run my air conditioner as little as possible in the summer because it uses up energy. I try to run my heater as little as possible in the winter because of the same. I don't run the water for long periods of time simply because I don't want to waste the pureness of the water that we have, although how pure it is, it's city water going through a sewage plant or a water processing. So, and in essence, the sewer water ends up back in the lake, and then we just suck it up again. There's a lot of things, but, just trying to make our carbon footprint small so that we can at least say that we did our part to save the world. We can't destroy this world. We had this discussion earlier, and this is where I get kind of preachy, and I don't mean to, but we can't destroy this world. If you have a being that you believe in, our Father, our whatever, God, whatever, He created this planet. He made it the way it is, and that's perfect. Whatever your deity is, that's perfect. This earth was created so that we could live on it. It gave us everything we needed. It as EA said, or as Prince EA said, it is our, well, it's a mother. It's given us everything. It's provided for us. And we are so blessed to be living on a planet like this. But we cannot damage this earth. We cannot kill this earth. We can kill it as it affects us. The whole rocket into space thing, we've seen lots of shows dealing with the destruction of Earth. I mean, even it got into kids' movies with WALL-E, where they had destroyed their Earth or their planet, so they went out looking for another planet, and they were on a pleasure cruise trying to find out, cruising around until Earth was ready for population again. The series The 100, they destroyed their world. They did it with nuclear bombs. Well, it worked the way it did. But there are many movies, many shows, many stories out there where we as humans have destroyed our Earth as we know it through one way or another, through ecology, through bombing, whatever. That's still part of ecology. We've destroyed our Earth, and we don't have that option of another planet to go to right now. Mars isn't even really a possibility. The moon's not a possibility. That stuff is like years in the future. And if we can try to make our little corner of the world good, that's all that matters. Let's try. So the next month's worth videos are going to be basically dealing with Prince EA, dealing with videos. Next week, next week's video is going to be a little bit of a hit. So please, it's dramatic. And I'll talk about it once we get to it. But yeah, just we're supposed to be working to try to make our planet a better place. So let's do it. I want to hear in the comment bar below what you guys are doing to try to make the world a better place for yourself, and what you're doing to try to cut your carbon footprint down. Every little bit helps, and that's what we're going to be doing, is every little bit. I recycle everything, like I said. So let us know in the bar below. Also, comment, like, and share. Hit that bell at the end of the, once you subscribed, and that will make you able to get updates on any of my videos as they come out. Thank you for listening. Come on and let me know what you're thinking about this. How did Prince EA hit you? How did this subject get you? Let me know in the bar below. I'd really like to hear. Talk to you guys later. Hey, have a good day and enjoy April. It's well, it looks like we're going to be inside most of it, but what can we do? Have a good day, guys. Bye.